Now, Josh and Bob have talked about supercharging the parks for a 10-year expansion, but the problem is...
We survived. We did it. We survived.
It's honestly disgusting.
How ratchet those look. This is disgusting.
Okay, guys, we're in Walt Disney World. We're at the Magic Kingdom right now. The day has finally happened. The Hatbox Ghost finally showed up at the Haunted Mansion. Bob Iger said a lot of very strange things in a town hall and interviews, so we're going to be talking about that.
Now, they tried to remove all the 50 medallions. They can't remove it from Stitch, though. So probably for the next decade, we'll probably see this 50th logo that Stitch is holding. You can see the medallion is turning green. Here at the luncheon pad, they got breakfast options. I'm never here this early, but this stuff looks good. You have a breakfast bowl, potato barrels, cheese omelet, chili con carne queso with sour cream. Then you come down here, they have sticky bubble bread, sweet bread rolled with cinnamon caramel with the warm spices. Stitch is roaming around, causing some mischief right there.
We're here at Tron. I call it the Ballbuster 3000. It gives me extreme pain down there. We're not riding on the vehicle. We ride in the back. See if it's actually fun. This kind of like where you're sitting and you're not being, you know, destroyed with the handlebars on the little Tron light cycle.
The light cycle is looking pretty scuffed up, but they actually have a proper like sticker now. Before they just had literally like electrical tape letting you know if you were if you fit or not. So here, if you pull this down, it'll let you know if you're good to go if you hit to that point. So that's a good little improvement.
No way. No way.
Let's walk around all the popcorn everywhere. Bro, you got look how ratchet those look. This is disgusting. It's all the way up there and over there. Is it that hard? What's the theming behind that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. This attraction is less than a year old. Less than a year old, and we got this. It's honestly disgusting. Like, if I was a first-time guest, like, I'd be so put off by that. Like, how does that happen?
You know what's gross is all the water that's dripping. There's just like, it almost looks like vomit or something down there, but it's just the water dripping down and creating whatever fungus that is.
You got to get somebody down there to pick up all that trash like every other day or something.
Hey, you just got a full umbrella down there. You have a magic band, glasses, and like the little finger brace if you break your finger right there.
Up here, this is all rusting, and then there's like 4 magic bands right up there. Isn't that hard to get a power washer out there?
Here's just rust all over this thing. And we're going through Lightning Lane, but normally the first room they enter into that had all these lights, and then they just replaced the lights with just a standard black wall. There used to be blue lights here, and they replaced it with a black wall.
Prepare to be digitized into the world of Tron.
Again, it's the very confusing locker system, which I hate. So we'll scan this, and we got to remember our number 235.
We're back. We've made it. So we're not gonna be riding on that one. We're riding like the bucket one where you're like actually sitting.
Go. All right, so just go right through. Oh, you got a little spot down there. I like that. Oh, look, handlebars that don't hurt when you hold them. Look at this.
so much better. Okay, been chanting my locker number the entire time, 235, 235, so I remember where it is. That was night and day. First 2 times, I was in so much pain for hours. Sitting in the bucket seat, I actually had fun. Never thought I'd be saying that I had fun riding the Tron coaster. Is it the best ride in the world? No, it is extremely short. But when you're sitting in the bucket seat, I didn't feel nauseous, didn't have any pain. It was just kind of like a fun, simple little woo coaster, and then it's over. I think if you haven't had any of those problems, pain, nausea, but wait for the bucket seat. Disney's newest attraction.
And it looks like this. This grime, disgusting.
Again, we'll be talking about this with the Iger stuff in a little bit, but
Like, it's all just like mold and mildew everywhere. Just remember the insane ticket prices you're paying is to come and witness this mold and mildew. You see the paint is cracking and the rust is coming through. They forgot to take the 50 medallion off Dumbo. There's nothing more magical than just walking and seeing what the custodial cast members did. Little Donald and Goofy. And we got a little Mickey. And normally it's shoulder to shoulder people here. 5-minute wait for Small World. Peter Pan is only an hour-long wait. So for lunch, we'll be eating at Pinocchio's Village House.
okay, this flatbread looks really good. Smells incredible. It's picture perfect. It looks better than the picture on the app. So it's gonna be the buffalo chicken flatbread. It's gonna be a flatbread topped with grilled chicken, mozzarella, ranch, buffalo sauce, crumbled ranch flavored tortilla chips. I cannot remember the last time I said this about Disney quick service food at Walt Disney World. 10 out of 10.
It's a must.
That is one of the best things I've ever eaten at Walt Disney World for a quick service option. Wonderfully fluffy flatbread. You get this like really gooey, creamy mozzarella, tender chicken. The buffalo had a nice little bit of kick to it. Then it gets cooled off with kind of that like sourness and creaminess from the ranch. The best part was like the ranch tortilla chips are nice and crispy on top. Pinocchio's Village House. I never thought I'd say this. 10 out of 10. If you want a quick service option at Magic Kingdom, come and try this. Normally every single option is bad. This thing was incredible. I would eat this every single time. It's a temporary item, I think, for right now, but come and get it. I promise you, you're not gonna be disappointed. Now it is a slower day. If you come on a busy day, maybe the quality won't be as good.
All right, so over here, I didn't realize you could do this, but they have an actual book and you can write a wish. Share your wish. I know what I'm gonna write. I'm trying to write my wish, okay? And there's no ink. And we're just gonna say what it was. It was gonna be just clean the outside of Tron. That was gonna be my wish. Pen started to work for you.
Bring back 1900 Park Fair. What is going on? It's sitting there collecting dust.
All right, so pretty much what's happening while they're refurbing the lobby, they're using it as storage.
Really?
So after the whole lobby is done, then 1900 Park Fair will reopen.
Hopefully.
Okay, it is time to go ride the Haunted Mansion. Now, the Hatbox Ghost was originally part of the original opening of the Disneyland Haunted Mansion. It only lasted for like a week or two, and the fact they weren't happy with it, so they took it away. So they brought the Hatbox Ghost for the Disneyland 60th, and then we were supposed to get it, and then it took a very long time. Now, the problem is this really messes with the story. It's supposed to be, you know, you see Madame Leota, and then all the ghosts appear, but the Hatbox Ghost is placed so early on in the attraction that it kind of ruins that aha moment. One of my favorite moments ever for Disney was my first time at Disneyland, first time doing the Haunted Mansion. You see Madame Leota, you're like, this is awesome. And then when you see all the ghosts, it's such a spectacular, like, grand unveiling, and you always like wonder, how did Imagineering do this? I feel like by seeing a ghost so early on, it messes with the story, and it also kind of messes with the impact factor of seeing the ghosts materialize.
We're heading in. There's a shot of the mansion. They have a rose on top of Leota's tomb, which is interesting.
saw the Hatbox Ghost. Sticks out like a sore thumb. Disneyland's, it's kind of in the attic. Makes sense. But here, it just sticks out like a sore thumb. The lighting, the paint, and the wallpaper, it's like you have that wonderful like red hallway with the floating candle. And then there's like the Haunted Mansion wallpaper just kind of like in your face. They say, you know, 999 ghosts. Pretty much it's 999 happy haunts. The Hatbox Ghost is not a happy haunt. At least they didn't do a Jared Leto voice for the Hatbox Ghost. We're gonna go ride it a couple more times. Did it for a second time. Hatbox Ghost is just, it's so bright and it just stands out. Totally lose track of kind of the wonderful hallway scene, which is such a great effect, and it kind of like ruins the buildup of like seeing the ghost. I'm a fan of the animatronic in Disneyland because it makes sense of where it is within the story and everything, but I'm just not a fan of what they did here with this mansion.
We're gonna pop into Memento Mori. What is this? It's a costume you can be Madame Leotis. This is like the tablecloth, and they give you the wig, so it's the tablecloth and wig, so you look like a floating head. That's a fun costume. Fun costume for $70 for a piece of fabric and a wig. Oh, good. I'm not seeing any Hatbox Ghost merch. They got stuff for the Haunted Mansion film, so I guess it's the newest Hatbox Ghost, but it's like the Jared Leto version. You're looking at $45 for this long sleeve shirt with the Jared Leto Hatbox Ghost. There she is in the mirror. She's looking at you. Now there's two different types of people in the world. You have just standard red Mickey, then you got 50 shades of red Mickey right there. I'm just looking at like, it's like, look at that. And then you look up here, it's just like so grimy. It's just so grimy up there. This looks like Walmart or something. I like that you have the stands on the wall and then like there's not even a plate over the outlet. The outlet's just like exposed right there. And that Big Al is trying really hard to do the hula hoop, but I don't think it's gonna work for him. Little construction update over here at Tiana's. See, they're working over here. I will say, they're working pretty quick, getting everything done here for Tiana. Here's a better look at the outside of Disney's latest screen-based attraction. Disney has some pretty big shoes to fill. The thing is, this is going to be the attraction that everybody is going to judge Disney for the next probably 5 to 10 years, because kind of all that's coming right now. And then Epic opens in summer 2025. Everybody's going to be looking at this and then comparing this attraction to Epic. Big Thunder Mountain's only a 15-minute wait. I have not been on Big Thunder Mountain in a while. Probably like over a year. Time to crush some of my kidney stones.
survived. We did it. We survived.
All right, we're heading out of Magic Kingdom right now.
Let's talk about Bob Iger. So Bob has to say this. He says, I spent the year with the team fixing a lot of things, Iger said, but I feel like we've just emerged from a period of a lot of fixing to one of building again. And I can tell you, building is a lot more fun than fixing. Your fixing is just kind of like really budget cutting everything. I understand Disney's losing money, right? They got a budget cut in certain areas. Certain areas that are just being budget cutted are just such a short-term fix, and it's gonna hurt Disney in the long term. So then Bob had to say this. In assessing some of our performances recently, one of the reasons I believe it's fallen off a bit is that we were making too much. Iger said, I think it comes to creativity. Quality is critical, of course, and quantity in many ways can destroy quality. Storytelling, obviously, is the core of what we do as a company. Yes, I do think in certain aspects, I feel like quantity is kind of ruining the quality, but if you give enough breathing time to all of the quantity, there will be quality. Like the Disney park. There was the renaissance of like the Eisner era where we had all this wonderful expansion within the park, and now we're just getting Tiana and then pretty much nothing. Now it is interesting because Bob said he will be retiring in 2026, so it's about to turn 2024. That's 2 years away. Anything that Bob comes up with, you know, he wants to supercharge the theme parks. We're never gonna see under his leadership, because if you start a Disney animated film, don't those take like 3 to 5 years sometimes to come? And then if you start a ride right now, you're looking at what, like 2028, and Epic will have been open for 3 years. I don't understand what Bob Iger's game plan is. I do know he doesn't want to retire on a bad note because his reputation means a lot to him. You know, he wrote his best-selling book. It makes him look like the world's greatest businessman. And if he retires and the Disney company is still in, you know, utter failure, it's not gonna look good on Bob. So I don't know what Bob's strategy is, but a 2-year time frame until he retires, I don't think it's gonna fix the company. Let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts about like the current state of the Disney parks and just the current state of Disney? I feel like they just need to let the creatives be creative again, actually fund projects instead of just budget cutting them so much. Now, Josh and Bob have talked about supercharging the parks for a 10-year expansion, but the problem is, how are they supposed to build new stuff if they can't even maintain what they already have? The cleanliness in the parks is disgusting. Everywhere you go, there's just trash on the floor, shoes are dirty, stuff is broken, and that is not the Disney standard of quality that used to be at the parks. And it's just sad. The fact that Tron, the newest attraction at Walt Disney World, everybody's going there, and it looks like that. And it's been open, what, less than a year? And it looks like that? Mildew, mold, it's gross. And like, the fact that a park hopper's like $250 a day, and that's what you're experiencing on top of having to pay a lightning lane to get in there. I'm sorry, this is like a little rant video today. I love Disney, but just the current state of Disney is just a disaster. And someone's gotta talk about it. On that note, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button, join the family.
I love the family.
Because I'm going to keep you up to date on all things Disney and theme parks around the country. I love you all, and I'll see y'all very soon.
It's honestly disgusting.
All right, we just rode the entire attraction. All the
Pooterade?
still here.